Morning students, today we are going to discuss about Bohr's model of atom. Who is this Bohr and what did he invent it? So let us see. Neil Bohr was born on 7th October 1885. He was appointed as a professor of physics at Copenhagen University in 1916. And he was born in Copenhagen and where he got a Nobel Prize for his work on the structure of an atom in 1922. So among the professors and all, Bohr's numerically writings three appearances. That means he wrote three books, where one is the theory of spectra and atomic constitutions. The second one is atomic theory, and the third one is description of the nature. So moreover, he loves about the universe and nature and all. So he invented something which is on this atoms, molecules and all. So moreover, he did a research on this atomic structure. So what is this one? Let us see. When he was doing his experimental view, he got few postulates. What are those? So only certain special orbits known as the discrete orbits of electrons are allowed inside the atom. And moreover, while revolving, that means the second one, while revolving in discrete orbits, the electrons do not radiate energy. So he concluded the two postulates about this theory of this model of atoms. So let us see, he have represented in the form of a picture. That is where you can see the nucleus and some orbits or shells. You can either call it as orbit or a shell which is revolving around the nucleus, and each and every orbit he named it as with his own, like either you can keep as k, but he mentioned as k, or else you can keep it as another alphabets as a b c d or something. So he mentioned as particular as K shell, L shell, M shell and N shell, and is given as some values. These values are nothing but the neutrons, where the small n which is represents as 1 and n is equals to 2, n is equals to 3 and n is equals to 4. So he has given some certain values for each and every orbit or shell. So here what is this n and all we are going to learn in a deep. So, orbits or shells I told are called as energy levels and represented by the letters K, L, M, N. So, this is a few things that about the shells and orbits. So, now let us go with what is a neutrons. So, in 1932, Jake Jadwick discovered another subatomic particles. We are talking about subatomic particles. That means half of that what is of atomic particles, so which had no charge and a mass nearly equal to that of protons, where it was eventually named as neutrons, and neutrons are present in the nucleus of all atoms except hydrogen. So neutron is represented as small n. That is why we are mentioning it as here as small n, and I told that it's going to learn in the next further deep. So the mass of an atom is therefore given by sum of the masses of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. That is why we mentioned some of the values at a particular way. So how these electrons distributed in different orbits or shells, how can we identify this? So the distribution of these electrons into different orbits of an atom was suggested by Bohr and Bury. So there are certain rules to follow for these electrons in different energy levels or the shells. The maximum number of electrons present in the shell is given by the formula using of 2n square, where n is the orbit of the energy level index and 1, 2, 3, that means a particular value is what we have given, like 1, 2, 3 and all. So the maximum of the number of electrons in different shells are as, like you can do, for example, I'll give you here, where 2 into 1 to the power of 2 is equals to 2, where 2 into 2 to the power of 2 is equals to 8, where 2 into 3 to the power of 2 is equals to 18, where final one is 2 into 4 to the power of 2 is equals to 32, and it produces so on. This is the first one which I have given for this orbit levels. If you observe, gone through it, based upon this I have given this one, so it will be clear to you to identify. So maximum the number of electrons that can be accommodated in the outermost orbit is 8. Let us see that how this 8 involved. So each and every orbit which will have maximum of 8 only. So the electrons are not accommodated in a given shell, or it is unless the inner shells are filled. There is the shells are filled in stepwise manner. So let us see. According to this, the elements, the first 18 elements, if you have gone through it, let us see the hydrogen, the first element, where you can see only one atomic number. This is hydrogen, H is in hydrogen. The nucleus is present, whereas only one atomic number is there. That means only one valency will be given. So it consists only one in an orbit, it consists of only one. So it shows as the valency also, the value is equals to 1. Next one, let us see that the helium, He, is nothing but the helium, where it consists of more in nucleus and also regarding electrons, where you can see two of it. So next one, let us see another one where the more number of shells are there. Here and here you can see only one orbit or one shell is there. But when it's comparing with argon, you can see three orbits or three shells in each and everything. See, first one nucleus is there, and next one 8 is there. Not the second one, first one. Third one, second one and the third one consist of 8 and 8. As we already discussed here, that only the maximum and number of electrons are accommodated in outermost shell is of 8. Here you can see the example which consists of only 8. And moreover, we should know the valency number and all, how it is involved. Let us see that one. So what is a valency? We have learned that electrons in an atom are arranged in different shells or orbit. So the electrons present in the outermost shell of the atom are known as the valency electrons. And this Bohr-Bury scheme were also known that the outermost shell of an atom can accommodate it in a maximum 8 electrons. It was observed that the atoms of elements completely filled with 8 electrons in outermost shell of its activities, and when we are combining it, sometimes the valency may be of 0, sometimes the valency will be 1, maybe 2, 3, depending upon the number of atoms present in each and everything. Sometimes it will be like 4, 5, etc. So on, it will be going on based upon that. But whatever we are dealing with the first, which is very important, 18 elements. This is about the topic. Thank you.